speaking of the Dream Mile, the gun is getting up. Talk a little bit about Tim Ferguson after the runners get ready. Tim Ferguson, as I mentioned earlier in the show, is the boy who supposedly ran 3:52, Marty LaCour. What do you think?
He's out there way out in front right now, Bill. He looks like he has beautiful form. He's an untested runner, and maybe his dream will come true today.
He's never run an open competition. I've heard stories ranging that he can hit anything from 9.3 in the 100 all the way through 3:52. He's in the lead.
He does have a great reputation as a California prep man in the 440-yard dash. Moving up to the mile with his speed, you can never tell what could happen.
Well, in about 3.5 laps, we're going to find out if he is dreaming. And I'm sure that everybody in that race wonders who he is and what he's done.
The pace right now is very slow. Greg Fredericks of Penn State, who ran 4 minutes and 4/10 last week, has gone into the lead. Second is Ken Popejoy, the NCAA indoor champ, with Bruce Fisher of Syracuse in third place.
How does Jim look?
Well, Jim's got good position. He looks to me like he wants to take the lead, and he may do so in the next half a lap.
All right, Jim is right on the shoulder of Byron Dice. The first lap was run in 60 and 1/10 seconds.
It's good pace for this type of day. I'd have to say that Ferguson doesn't look like he's going to do it today.
I think that Ferguson maybe never has done it. What do you think?
I think his was a real dream mile.
All right, Ryan in fourth position. Bruce Fisher in back of him, and now Byron Dice is moving up.
In third place, you have Tom Gregan, an Irish boy who we'll see more of at the Munich Olympics. He's sure to make the Irish Olympic team.
Is he qualified yet, or will this be...
This probably be the day he would like to run 4 minutes. He did it last year, but he has to qualify again this year. In fourth, of course, Byron Dice. Fifth place, Howell Michaels, the 1970 NCAA champion indoors and national outdoor champion in the mile.
Okay, and as we look at the pack, almost all the way in the back, Tony Benson, of course, remember, he's about 12 to 15 yards in back. Now Ryan seems to be slowing down, and Benson will be coming by him after 2 laps. We have a time of 2:02, so
almost
what kind of pace?
It's a fair pace. I think Greg Fredericks at this point is going to be in the race. Tony Benson may be able to pull up there and be in contention. Byron Dice looks very good. Ken Popejoy in second place, the NCAA indoor champion. Jim Ryun, I think, is just a little bit too tight and is not going to be a factor here today.
All right.
Tony Benson seems to be coming alive, going after the pack. And directly in front of Benson in sixth place is 4-minute miler Dave Wottle, who seems to be moving up, and if he's with the leaders with a half lap to go, I'd have to give him the nod.
Fisher making a move now. Byron Dice still lying back, well back. But it looks like Benson just hasn't got it. I don't think he should have made a move by now if he was going to get up.
Well, Tony's got a lot of strength, and this next quarter will really tell a tale.
Looks like they're trying to jockey for a better position going into this last lap. Here's the gun lap. And at the end of 3 quarters, 3:03. So they kept the pace pretty even for these first 3 laps, haven't they?
The exact same pace as last year. I think it's going to be around a 3:56, 3:57 mile.
Fredericks is about, what, a 4:02 man? Is he probably running
4 minutes last week?
Right on pace for the best he's ever done.
Fredericks has run 4 minutes last week. Popejoy has run 4 minutes. Howell Michael, the 1970 AAU champion, moving into the lead now. Byron Dice, I'd say watch Wottle with the hat on and the orange cap. If he's with him coming off the last turn, he's going to... I think Waddle's going to get them.
Making a big move right now.
He's got a tremendous sprint the last 100.
Right on the shoulder. Waddle coming up and back. And here goes the stretch kick.
This is Waddle's forte right here.
Here goes Howell Michael and Wottle moving well together. Very tight.
Oh.
It looks like Dave Wottle coming up from behind, picking off Howell Michael. Jim Ryun experiencing a bad afternoon here in the rain. Still remaining a question mark for many people. The fans are giving a hard time. 3:58.3 must have been a tremendous last lap on that.
Definitely. Waddle's definitely got to be considered as an Olympic hopeful in either the 800 meters or the 1,500 meters off of what he did here today. Howell Michael's recently having some bad times, but he really looked great today.
Well, the Dream Mile turned out to be kind of a nightmare.
Nightmare for
some people. The Dream Mile in slow motion. Look at Wottle move now in the hat, coming off the shoulder of Howell Michael now. Michael, look at his face. He's a bit tight, as is Popejoy. Dave Wottle moving very well. He's keeping his rhythm. His shoulders are pretty square as Michael is moving all over the track. His shoulders are not as positioned as Wattle's is. Wottle moving down the stretch now, but Howell Michael still holding on, and Wottle outleans him at the end. A tremendous time for both these runners, both of them in 3:58 and 5/10 seconds. In third place, Ken Popejoy. His time just over 4 minutes, 4 minutes and 2/10. And in fourth, Greg Fredericks, 4:01 and 9/10.